What's up, chat? What's up, people? Crazy, man. Crazy, guys. Oh, man. 15,500. Just did a stream this morning. Non-stop action, guys. Woo! Woo! We're gonna celebrate, baby. Come, celebrate. 15,000. Oops, where are you? Aww. Say hi to everybody.
Hello.
What's up? Say what's up.
What's up?
What's up? 15,600 BTC, baby.
Yay.
Yay.
Daddy, that's the same one there.
Oh man. Operation Dragon Slayer is getting owned, guys. it'll probably only happen when the full futures are up, man. I already mentioned this morning. Now, I think we are going to see, okay, let's talk about strategy. Okay, let's talk about strategy, and let's be very honest. We're going to have to do something about it, right? Okay, so option 1, we can...
Take a paper.
Take what paper?
A paper.
What paper, darling?
I have to draw.
Draw? Okay, go and draw.
Later I come back
Okay,
here.
go and draw, sweetie. Okay.
Later I come back here, okay?
Okay.
I want to draw it. Y'all play that.
Okay, sweetie.
Because I love
Take your time, sweetie. Ah, man. Okay. Okay, I have a few strategies in place. Now, this is not financial advice, okay? And whatever I say is based on my own personal opinion. Man, that feels good, isn't it? Liberating. It's just like, woo! Okay. Guys, okay, so here's a few strategies that we can implement. Okay, here's a few strategies that we can implement. One, we can take some profit into BCH because clearly I did a transaction early this morning. We're talking about 8 hours before, and we're talking about Bitcoin transaction. Until now, it has still not arrived in my wallet. Okay, so what we can do is that we can take profit into BCH because BCH and actually any kind of alt is already hammered big time. Now, of course, I want to speak about the strategy where we can also go into USD Tether. Okay, before you criticize, I know that USD Tether is having its issues, a lot of potential problems that may occur, taxation issues. But you know what, guys, we have to do something. Bitcoin can, yeah, sure, you know, it can still keep plowing upwards and upwards and upwards, but we have to do something about it. So the other second option is Quantum, right? Quantum has been hammered big time. It's below, it's like 0.0008, but in terms of news, okay, they are going to be launched on Huobi, I think either today or tomorrow. You're going to have BTC quantum trading today, and you're going to see Ethereum quantum trading on the 8th of December. Now, what I suspect, guys, is that there are few people who want to buy BTC. So what play you can probably try, if you have some BTC, now listen up, if you have some BTC lying in the exchange, you can actually take profit into Ethereum, right? That is kind of low. Okay, it's not fantastically low, but there were occasions that it hit the lower side of 400 USD. So you can actually take those profits that you've made in your BTC, which obviously you would have made money, and you go to Ethereum. From Ethereum, go into Quantum at this price. Now, in terms of US dollars, it's not fantastic, but in terms of BTC or Ethereum pricing, it's not too bad. Now, Patrick Dye has highlighted that there is gonna be some kind of token. There's going to be an enhancement to the token utility, meaning that people who are now not able to stake or get any kind of rewards from staking, right? Because the network is currently now pretty heavy, all right? So you practically can't see any rewards. You're going to have something in store for you from Patrick. So I'm not sure exactly what it is, but stay tuned. Well, I mean, you know that I've always been a quantum investor and a holder, and being that it's being hammered right now, let's just look at the charts, guys. So if we look at Quantum right now, it's been hammered big time. Okay, it's been hammered big time. Let's go to the 1 day. I don't think we okay. So if you look at the 1 day, it's been hammered big time. Super cheap at the moment. You know, I mean, like, where else can it go, right? So you can take this as one of the considerations, or you can go to BCH. That's the other consideration. Wait, let me get to BCH for a second. Wait, BCC, BTC. So this is the other consideration, guys, because BCH or wherever BCC is already hammered to the back to the all-time low. Now, in terms of US dollars, it's not cheap, but in terms of 2BTC, it's cheap, right? Because it's already back to the all-time low before the spike. Okay, so this is the second option. Now, we want to talk a little bit about Stratus. Now, Stratus has some kind of master node that also caused the spike in Stratus, because Stratus now is 10 over dollars. Obviously, it's because of that. And Waves has also, I'm not sure why Waves is moving up so aggressively. Let's check Stratus. So Stratus, well, you know, it's still low against BTC, but it kind of like recovered a little bit against, from a Satoshi point of view, it's still low. But in terms of US dollars now, Stratus is about $10. So yeah, not too bad. At least they were from so I didn't see Stratus, guys. Okay, I'm just giving you a report on what happened. Masternode usually gets people crazy because, you know, you can like kind of buy more of it, and then there's a potential of you getting something. Because if you can buy a cheap Masternode, you look at Dash, right? Dash is insane right now. Let's see Dash. USD Tether. Dash is like literally crazy, right? One of the first few like master nodes, and now it's at 600 plus. If we don't have,
Hey, Daddy, I need to...
as you can see, Stratus, you know, kind of had a little bit of a pop, crazy volume, but yeah, you know what, it's it kind of come down already. Waves, on the other hand, let's check out Waves. Waves, you know, Waves was something that I overlooked as well. You know, there's only so many things that I can look at, guys. So Waves kind of recovered from the doldrums and now starting to correct as well. Yeah, so it's pretty exciting, man. Quantum is really, to me, is good morning, Cliff. It's really, I know it's very, very early in the morning for a lot of the US folks. So thank you so much for waking up early just to catch the stream. It's, oh man, it's like you can never get enough. You can never get enough. It's very, very exciting. Yeah, I mean, you know, there's so much news happening. You know, quantum, like I said, guys, it's a long-term hold. I had a very, very good discussion today with someone from the banking industry. Now, he's looking into sustainable energy. And what excited me the most was he agrees that anything, because he invested and lost a lot of money in the during the dot-com days. Now, this is someone who is been in banking for 20 over years. I absolutely trust him a lot. And today we happened to have a nice chat over beer. And he told me that if you were to invest in anything that was the base, that would create the basic infrastructure for blockchain, that is where your money should be. So we kind of categorize our cryptocurrencies into tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. So let me kind of show, let me get the message, and then I will break it down. Where is it? Bear with me, guys, sorry.
Daddy, Mommy, Daddy.
Yes, sweetie.
Daddy,
Okay, okay, so we kind of broke it down into tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. So as you know, I've always been talking about ecosystem coins. That is definitely tier 1. So, but there are also other tier 1 cryptocurrencies. So BCC serves the very same purpose that BTC currently is not able to serve, right? So BCC is one of the choices that we would consider tier 1, because basic, you still have, as a decentralized cryptocurrency, it is very important to be able to scale, be able to have cheap and borderless transactions. So BCC fits the bill. Now, of course, Litecoin fits the bill as well. Okay, so you can consider Litecoin and BCC as tier 1. I hope you're writing this down, guys, because I have, very poor memory and I probably can't say the same thing twice. Ethereum, of course, Ethereum, we know that the CryptoKitties is giving it a lot of problems, which is pretty embarrassing. Vitalik, I know you're doing your best to solve this problem as we speak, but it's pretty embarrassing because if you're a $50 billion network and one site can actually cause your whole network to be clogged up, I think as a bank, as an enterprise, as an enterprise that is using and building my business on your blockchain, that's a concern to me, because especially when you're talking about big banks using Ethereum, we're talking about thousands to hundreds and thousands of transactions per second. Now, if you're telling me that a CryptoKitties, a virtual pet shop website, can spam the network so badly that it slows down Ethereum transactions, I think you better relook this. And that is why Raiden is going to be very, very important, because Raiden is going to solve the scalability issues. So I haven't finished tier 1. So tier 1 will be BCC, Litecoin, Ethereum, and Quantum. Because why do we still put Ethereum there? Ethereum still serves the purpose as the basic infrastructure. Okay, then we have Quantum. Quantum obviously has the best of both worlds. It is going to function both on the Bitcoin network and the and of course the Ethereum network, together with the V86 virtual x86 virtual machine. Yes, darling. That is definitely going to be something to look out for in 2018, though they are still in testing phase. Now, tier 2 will be considered Komodo, Kyber network. Komodo, Kyber network, and what's that? And Raiden. Yes. Okay. So tier 2 is to solve the scalability issues of the existing infrastructure. Okay. So if you manage to, so maybe does IOTA fit the bill? Does Stratus now fit the bill? Because Stratus, if you look at their roadmap, hold on, sweetie, sorry. If you look at their roadmap, you do notice here that, I hope you can see, guys. Here, if you notice, they are having an alpha version for smart contracts. So every mother, son, and uncle and auntie kind of blockchain are definitely looking at smart contracts, right? Or at least having ICOs being built on them. I think I read somewhere that Stratus is also going to enable smart ICOs to be built on them sometime soon. I'm not sure whether is it Stratus or some other cryptocurrency that I looked at. Okay. Okay. Ryan, you don't save IOTA is tier 1 or tier 2. Now, for IOTA, right? Because IOTA is more of utilizing the data, using the IOTA is meant to use the data or incentivize unused data. I didn't read the whole white paper, but if that is the main gist of it, right? I don't know why it's so expensive or it suddenly became of use, but I assume that very large corporations will definitely have a lot of excess data that they cannot use. So I'm not sure how much money or how lucrative that can be. So I can't really put it at tier 1 yet. So let me go and read up a little bit more and see what IOTA can do before I see whether is it tier 1 or tier 2. Okay, so now tier 2, guys, is definitely based on exchanges. And so tier 2 should be exchanges come scalability solutions. Last but not least can be everything else. So what did we put for tier 2? What did we put for tier 3? Tier 3 we placed PundiX and Omisego. Now, Omisego is a mixture of tier 2 and tier 3 because Omisego is going to be exchange. Kyber network is also an exchange. Also payment channels. So guys, sometimes it can be an overlap, but I'm going to keep my portfolio very, very tight going forward in 2018. More or less, I will have some kind of speculative funny money to play with, but Quantum, BCC, Ethereum are still my tier 1. You have Komodo, KNC. Komodo, the reason why I put it at tier 2, despite the fact that they can have asset chains and they also have the barter decks. But until I see a larger and more substantial and stable ecosystem, then I probably can put them into tier 1. But obviously, you know, I mean, if you dare to put your money into Komodo right now, I don't think that's a bad idea as well, because I do see for the fact that the team is very, very hardworking, and obviously I have been invested ever since I interviewed Satinder Satinder Growell and CA777. Yeah, so I am invested in that. So we have Kyber Network, Raiden. Oh yes, I forgot about Raiden. So Raiden is tier 2 and PundiX is tier 3. Okay guys, so this is how I would. Now for Cardano, okay, sorry about, you see you guys, I'm really sorry. I know that you all have been asking about Cardano, but guys, I'm also involved in an ICO called CrowdGenie that also is working towards, after they have raised their funds, after they finish raising their funds in the ICO, we plan to assist them in terms of establishing an exchange as well. Why? Because CrowdGenie already has the Singapore MAS license. If we manage to raise enough funds, we will be able to form a licensed exchange. Now, a lot of these exchanges at the moment, KuCoin, Binance and all that, they're not licensed, guys. So it would be nice to finally be able to have kind of a licensed exchange. Okay, when you have a licensed exchange, especially in Singapore, a lot of things get done, right? Like right now, if I was to use, you know, I don't wanna comment, because some of the exchanges I am friends with the founders, but it's not their fault, because cryptocurrency still, you know, the banks are when we're talking about the banks, we're talking about Singapore banks who are working together with these exchanges. They are finding it hard to try to make money from it, because if they're only using the banks, for example, if I was to sell off my Ethereum or Bitcoin into Singapore dollars and they just do a transfer, the banks don't make any money. So, you know, for that, is the banks are trying to basically participate, or at least try to get involved into making money. So they can't really make money at the moment. So I guess every time that there's an opportunity for them to connect, or a new exchange connects with a Singapore bank, it seems to get shut down. So it's very, very sad. It's very, very frustrating. I'm sure a lot of countries also have this same problem. I know that Australia, you can get your money in, but you can't get your money out. Then, you know, it kind of defeats the purpose if you can get your money in, but you still have to kind of use like a local Bitcoins or OTC to go and sell, because you want to have some trust, right? And usually exchanges have that trust. So we are really trying to build hard to work towards our CrowdGenie goal. You know, I'm not invested in CrowdGenie because I'm the advisor. I'm helping them in terms of the marketing aspect. Also, I'm helping them to build a community. At the same time, also, I'm helping in terms of the overall cryptocurrency structuring. And don't forget, there are fiat investors who want to get into crypto. So Crypto Grinders is assisting in the education process for the fiat investors to step into this space. So we're doing all these kind of stuff, guys. So for me, I apologize if I cannot research into Cardano. I finally read into a little bit of IOTA. So I'm trying to figure out. So like I said, I will provide more tier 1 options, more tier 2 options, and more tier 3 options, but try to keep it tight, guys. Just remember this, although we are very young in the space, we just hit 400 and what is it right now? We just hit 405. Wait, let me refresh this. We just hit 409 billion market cap. Our Bitcoin market cap is at 258. Just this morning, guys, it was at 200 billion. Now it's at 258 billion. There seems to be no stopping, but you do realize that everything else is kind of on a standstill, right? Ethereum is still 41. I think this morning was maybe around the same. Bitcoin Cash is currently at 23 billion. So you know where the money is headed, right? So at some point, it really has to correct. It really has to flow to the rest of the altcoins. And I just want to play safe. I want to look at infrastructure. I want to stay stable on tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. I'm not going to speculate too much into the random stuff. I'm just going to stick my course, because so far we have been getting it right here at Crypto Grinders. And also we want you guys to have the chance, especially when you guys get your bonus end of the year, you can know roughly what to invest in, right? Now, as much as I would like to say to buy Bitcoin, but it's very expensive, guys. You must admit it is really very expensive. Now, I am actually more of collecting Ethereum at the moment, despite the fact that Ethereum is now having this spam. Okay, is having this spam network, but I'm still gonna buy some Ethereum, especially at the lower part of 400. So you can consider. Let's see the Ethereum Ethereum. I discussed the levels. Ethereum in Hannah. Can you? Okay, Ethereum. I would suggest to get in at 385, 393, and 412. So these are the respective levels that you can consider for Ethereum. Now, it is more expensive to trade in trade altcoins with Ethereum, but I think being that if you were to buy BTC right now and trade your altcoins, right, and when a correction comes, which I know it will, it's just that I don't know when, it's gonna hurt you big time. So try to use Ethereum as the base currency for your trading rather than Bitcoin. Okay, this is just my thoughts. Yeah, I mean, everything is getting hammered, man. Neo is getting hammered. Would a licensed exchange be able to list many types of coins or limited? Monkey Pilot, definitely it will be limited, because you must understand, a licensed exchange, there are also financial requirements. Okay, so the financial requirements is 1 million, which isn't very much, but we must understand that application, meaning that even though CrowdGenie is already a MAS license, they still need to apply for a license exchange. So I must be very careful with my words. It doesn't guarantee, but the likelihood of you getting the license is much better than someone who just wants to apply the license from nothing, right? Because they have the records of CrowdGenie's existing business, they have a relationship, but we may or may not get it, guys. But nonetheless, we are still going to push for it. It is a good chance that we might get it. Okay, what level is there to get in Ether again? Okay, so I mentioned 385, 393, and 412. Hannah, shh. Okay, so these are the levels that you can consider. In terms of altcoins, I've already mentioned, I don't want to give specific levels, but like I said, anything that is just so hammered, guys, just pick it up, man. You know, it's already just so low, you know, like, just pick it up, man. Yeah. Why corrections are not coming for BTC? Bull market has no stopping. Well, hey, it just keeps going up. You know, I can't really say that it's gonna stop. But what I'm gonna say for sure is that someone's gonna short it. Okay, definitely when the short comes, just be prepared, guys. Okay, don't pretend that I have not been spending 3 videos and time letting you guys know. So you just have to decide. I know from a taxation perspective, it's gonna hurt you. If you, let's say for example, you have to declare capital gains tax, but you know what? You have to do the math and see whether is it favorable for you to do so. Alternatively, USD Tether, another alternative is an altcoin, right? So an altcoin would be BCC or Bitcoin Cash, or you can consider Litecoin, or you can consider Ethereum. These 3 would be kind of your safest bets. But like I said, as long as you're in a cryptocurrency, be ready for volatility. Okay, so just so you know. Now, US Tether is like the safest of the safe, right? Because you are locking in profits. You're just waiting, and I hope that you can be patient, because I noticed there are a lot of people who are very, very impatient. The moment they cash out, they see Bitcoin going up, they want to FOMO back in and just make that little bit of gain. Guys, it's not gonna go to 30,000, not yet. Okay, it's coming to the end of the year. We are a few days more from CME, or is it CB? I think it's CME launching the futures. Just be patient, guys. Just be patient. All right. So that being said, questions, guys. Any levels for Quantum? Quantum's price, right, at the moment is so hammered. Just pick it up. We're talking about BTC, BCH. Just pick it up, guys. You're not gonna go wrong by getting Quantum at this price. Okay. What is your question? I'm guessing QuantStem, Chainlink are tier 1. No,
Tier 1.
QuantStem cannot be tier 1, because QuantStem is not a scalability solution. It is considered tier 3, because they are focusing on the Hannah. They're focusing on the They're focusing on auditing. Okay, they are focusing on auditing and security. Well, you can consider them a little bit of tier 2 and tier 3 because they have to. I'm not sure how robust they are at the moment. So let me have a look. Okay, Anna, if you fall down, okay. So don't you think Tether seems a bit sketchy? Now, Krista, let me ask you a question. What other choice do you have? Right? If you go into USD, there are only so many exchanges that cater to USD alone. Now, if you're okay to go into USD, go into USD. But we're talking about speed. What if you want to get back in? USD Tether is your best choice. USD Tether is your only choice, right? So that way, if anything keeps falling, you still can enter, right? Okay. Yeah, well, she can be the star, right? You want to be the star? You want to be the star, sweetie? Ah, man. Ugh. So, like I said, guys, we're gonna have this market go over and over and over again. It's gonna happen over and over again. BTC Lightning Protocol initiated was your opinion. What is your okay? Like, Lightning is important, right? Lightning solves the scalability solution for Bitcoin. Okay, so if that happens, you're gonna see a faster, smoother Bitcoin. That's what we want. The price is gonna appreciate, but I really don't know when is that gonna happen. Okay, because right now, you're seeing for the fact that they already denied the 2x. They already have Bitcoin Cash, so theoretically, I go to Bitcoin Cash immediately. Sorry to say this. So guys, that is more or less what I have to update for now that I want to bring your attention to. So tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 cryptocurrencies. Remember, infrastructure of the existing blockchain is extremely important. Don't forget, and it's time to pick up some stuff, guys. 15,500 USD. If you don't do something about it, I think you're really playing with fire. All right, guys. So thank you very much for watching the stream. Love you guys. Say bye-bye.
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 Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.